Hi Collective, welcome to the channel, Cosmic Divine Dreamer. Hi everyone. So let's do a reading and see the energies that are coming in after autumn equinox, right? I've been feeling major DNA activations, upgrades are underway because a lot of these energies came in, but certain things are integrating them. I've been seeing solar flare coming in, getting talked these very, very intense energies, as you know, these are like bursts, these energies that come in, right, are definitely helping with the activation and the integration, right? So yeah, a lot of things are are coming through, a lot of awakening to just new knowledge and things like that are coming in. So sorry if you hear my children getting loud, right? So anyways, let's get going and see. So whenever I feel that we're under portals and gateways and things like that, there's certain decks that I want to pull from and get some messages. So we're going to start there. The Sacred Light Oracle is definitely really significant for integrations and activations, right? Higher levels. So let's get some messages coming through. Dharma Wheel, karmic lessons, peer pressure, moral code showing me right away. This is kind of what I'm feeling too, that a lot of dharma is coming in. A lot of you are like on the good side of karma. So a lot of that is coming. Yeah, look how the cosmic gateway slid right out there. We're definitely under this gateway that's coming, that came in with the autumn equinox. Not to mention September's got 3 separate gateways, right? 9/9, 9/18, and 9/27. So we're days away from the 27th, right, as well. So yeah, look, Dharma Wheel came right back out. Can't make it up. So for a lot of you, a lot of these the energies that are coming through are integrating with you, raising your vibration and elevating you to higher timelines, because that is how you shift over and to get these new opportunities to come about to you, because it's all about energy and frequency. So for a lot of you, it's like these karmic cycles and patterns are like dissolving and coming out, falling apart. Some of them are like divinely, it's like for some of you, you may have been stuck in some of these, like on a loop. For some of you, like these energies are going to shift you over, going to pull you out of them. It's kind of like if you were a vehicle, right, and somebody's taking control of that vehicle and moving it literally. So some of these things are like out of your control. They're showing me the sphere of light, healing hands, empathic qualities, and animal wisdom. For some of you, you could be assessing new gifts or realizing that you very much have powerful healing hands. Some of you could be activating your shamanistic abilities, right? You could be realizing different things. You could be feeling heat and energy and tingling sensations and different things, because as my channel is for the 144 earth angels, star seeds, light workers, whatever you define yourself as, but we're healers here and we're integrating these energies, right? So for a lot of you, you know, certain gifts may have been held back from you until you were ready for them. So I'm getting, for some of you, you're unlocking these gifts, right? We've got the light seeker here too. Light quest, visionary, mental strength, and resilience. All right, so for some of you, you're needing to really tap into this energy, right? That's coming in to keep you. You could feel as though like you're on a mission, you have something to serve, you have something to do. You could literally be having, so of course, new levels, new devils, right? So for a lot of you, like you have got like the enemy coming at you, trying to take you off a course, right? Things like that. So this is where you're having mental strength, right? Because you're standing up to the antics, to the thought process. You could be having certain triggers that are coming up too. You may be realizing some people may be like kind of like throwing things at you, right? Or it seems like things are coming at you that once was very upsetting to you, and you could realize that now it's like, yeah, you have control of your emotions. You're not letting these past things upset you anymore, and that's where you're building up that mental strength, right? They're showing me Lord Mazika deck. Indecision, ego-based actions, and lifestyle change. Yeah, because for some of you, you're running out of ego, and really, when you really get into your full higher self, it's the shattering of the ego. So for some of you, that's what this mental strength and resilience is all about, is you're letting go of that ego, right? And you're letting, you're fully accessing your power. So you could be at a place of indecision, right? Because you may be realizing that you have to let certain people, situations fall apart that are going to constantly be triggering you and kind of keeping you in ego. Like if you have somebody that's very competitive with you, you're constantly having a feeling as though you have to defend yourself. It just gets exhausting and it wears you down, right? So you may be realizing that you need to pull yourself out of situations like that, whether this is just with a family member, a friend, a coworker, or a lover, or maybe all of them, right? Because there is lifestyle change here. So for some of you, this is going to cause some pretty big lifestyle changes, right? And they're showing me to look at Cathedral of Light as well. Stubborn attitudes, extending the olive branch, and artistry. All right, so, ooh, and soul family. Know that for those of you that gotta like sacrifice, for those of you that have to like let go of a family member or a lover or a friend or something, whatever this may be, know that you do have higher level soul contracts coming in. For a lot of you, your highest contracts are with your soul family members. They're going to understand you. They're going to be on the level with you. Look at all of those people there. Sometimes you let go of one negative person that's constantly pulling you down into your higher energy, and you get a whole family, right? So happy reunion, support, and an order from chaos. This is somebody that's finding peace from within for sure. So a stubborn attitude, extending the olive branch. For some of you, you could actually be realizing that you're extending. Some of you could be at this point where it's like you're starting to extend the olive branch to like bring in peace. But it's like if you offer your help or you're trying to like heal something and somebody shuts it down on you, or keeps shutting it down on you, you could start to realize that, you know, yep, this isn't working. Let me turn my fan. You could be realizing that, yeah, well, this is going to just keep creating chaos and bringing me down. That it's just, I need to let it go, right? So maybe for some of you, that could be why some cycles came back around, because you could be clearing karma, but ultimately, like, you have to be okay with letting it go. If that makes sense. Because for some of you, it's like some things keep coming back around, even though you've learned the lessons, but you might be, well, why is it coming back around? Well, it could be because you fully haven't learned everything yet. You need to release it and let it go with peace, because like what you resist persists, right? Isn't that right? It's going to keep coming at you. So, but it's like when you can learn to let go of something, because it's like if they feel as though you haven't learned the lesson, it's going to keep coming about. These cards are infused with sacred geometry too. So I'll just show this one. This triangle symbol, it's very significant. Certain things within my readings can activate and integrate certain things. The light activation. I didn't even realize. Some of you could literally be having some sort of light activation within you. Right? It could be within your third eye, within your crown. For some of you, you got into your higher chakras, right? And got them in alignment, which would make sense because I had a major activation and level to my Christ consciousness energy with the autumn equinox last year. And then I feel as though I've been going through initiations and ascensions and all of that ever since. So I was really excited to see what this one was going to bring, right? So this is very beautiful light activation here. And then, you know, showing to the third eye. Evolution of spirit, actioning of plans, and transcendence. So, wow, that's very powerful alone. And each of these cards, too, have a very powerful reading from the book. Yeah, look, I just was talking about consciousness. Look at what that says. Consciousness. Oh, my goodness. Self-awareness, personal realizations, and prejudice. Wow. Wow. Crossing the rainbow bridge, resurrection, and coming full circle. Wow. Some of you could literally be coming full circle. Some of you could have been like me and on like a year into a year initiation, right? I feel my initiation's been very ongoing, right? Like, hopefully it's done. I just said ongoing, but you know, that could be for you guys. I feel there's been many levels to it. I know I've been getting caught up with devils, right? and some things have been pulling me back into ego and halting some of my progress, right? And so yeah, I know that I've been having a lot of drama, and a lot of it too is because I've been getting like attacked by multiple energies, and you know, there's been a lot of hidden agendas and a lot of darkness within my family, right? As my family was sought out and attacked a very long time ago, right? Some seeds were planted, but you know what? I'm undoing it all. We're trying to. So Cathedral of Light, stubborn attitudes. They're showing me this card again. But for some of you, some things needed to come back around. I don't know, to close out, right? Some new perspective is needed, right? I feel like some things are being created like in the moment. Like some of you, you might not have it all fully understood, and then all of a sudden you're going to get the realization as these things integrate. Emotional expression, Temple of Mary, playful innocence and exploitation. Wow. It's another powerful sacred geometry. So some of these sacred geometry symbols could activate something within you. I'm also hearing if you're being guided to looking at zodiac signs, stars, if you're drawn to a certain star cluster, right? Or there's something, looking at them could trigger something for you. For some of you, so maybe you need to look at them. Look at them. There's something to do with the stars, symbols. You could be noticing that symbols and things are really standing out to you within pictures, within just as you go about. You could notice maybe a configuration of flowers, right, as you're walking by, or something like that. A lot of times they use our digital world, right? So pay attention to news feeds, especially when I was strong in my hermit energy and going through dark night, this little purge, isolation. And I got a lot of guidance and messages and symbols through like that, social media platforms, things like that, through my news feed, right? Through the groups that I was in. So different ways to get these messages to you. Pure intentions, finding clarity. Yeah, look, surrender your ego. For a lot of you, this is where you're at. You're surrendering your ego. You're kind of closing out those last little bits. And it's often going to be the things where you were in your ego and you didn't realize that you were, right? Because we get so conditioned. Like an example I gave today is I was like, mirrors. Mirrors are like the biggest like illusionary thing, you know? And it's like when you look in a mirror, you're being shown yourself, and then often, you know, you look at yourself and you're immediately thinking how others perceive you. So you look at yourself and you're like, this is how people are going to see me when I'm going out into the world or whatever. And, you know, you fix yourself up accordingly to what you feel other people's standards are going to be. Like, you could have messy hair and up and don't care, and then you walk in front of the mirror, and immediately you're not like, oh, I like this because I don't care. No, you're looking at it through an ego perspective, and you're looking at it, you know, and it puts you in your ego, and you don't even realize it. Even though you're looking at yourself, you're still programmed to be thinking how others are going to perceive your hair and if you should fix it. It's just like you could put something on and be comfortable, but then go in the mirror and not like it. Why? You know, so I was talking about that. I'm like, it shouldn't matter, you know. The mirror gets you in your ego. And I'm realizing that's what happens to a lot of content creators, because they could put together a very beautiful content, right? But then they play it back or they watch it and they realize that they don't like how they look or things like that. So they don't do a reading, right? So there's something about that. And it might not just be mirrors, reflections. It could be video, camera, picture, just, you know. I mean, it's good to have, like, a good ego. Like, you need to have confidence and things like that. But the part of the ego that I'm talking about shattering is where you're focusing a lot on what other people think of you, if that's going to affect your confidence level or your... Do you see what I mean? it's basically living life for you, not caring what other people think. All right, so enough with that. I think I got the point across. So magic of the unicorns, right, is another powerful one that happens around ascensions, as they work a lot with the gateways, the portals, and the grids. So we're going to get some messages. Look, law of grace. Be your divine essence and dissolve all in grace. Wow, look how powerful that is. So now there's also sacred geometry within these cards, light activations. This is where, to me, you're merging and you're realizing that we are all one, right? And they want you to be your divine essence and dissolve. And even these things that come about in negative ways in your life, negative polarities, that often shows you things that you need to change from within, right? Because this is a mirrored reality, right? And everything really is a mirror back at you, just like the mirror, right? With the energy you put out is reflected back at you, and really that's the way the world works, right? But they didn't want us to see it as that. That's why I feel they make these mirrors. So, I mean, to put us in our ego, right? But this mirrored reality, you really attract everything that's within. So everything's ultimately a blessing to you, because if it's not a blessing, it's a lesson to get you to your blessings. So you need to learn to look at the things that are being reflected back at you as a way of something that you need to change about yourself, right? And to realize sometimes you do bring things in that aren't a reflection of your inner state, but it's because you're absorbing energy of people that are around you, so you're reflecting that back. That's why you are creating realities with the energies that are closest to you, where those are often our family members, our friends, the people that are close to us. It's like, say you have a friend or a family member that's a constant chaos causer and a troublemaker. Well, if you're always hanging about them, they're going to keep putting you in precarious situations where you're going to keep getting into trouble or having negative impact in situations that at some point you're finally like, you know what, I get into a lot of trouble when I'm out with you. You're taking away from my blessings. You're creating a bunch of negativity for me. So you know what, I'm gonna not hang out with you. I'm gonna stay over here, because energy, like, you really do blend, just like this card is showing to you here. You really do blend your auric field with others, and you're constantly doing energy exchanges with one another. So you're co-creating together the energy you surround yourself with. That's why you are creating with the people that surround you. So it's like, if you're wanting to have a very uplifted and beautiful life, but you're surrounded by negative, toxic energy, it's going to constantly be pulling you away from that. And that's the hardest thing, is like detaching and letting go of family members and things like that, because we feel, oh, we're blood, we have to stay, you know. And I know it's the hardest thing with me, because, you know, my children, you know, I've really been trying to elevate them. That's why I homeschool them off and on a lot, because when they go back into the matrix and they go back into the school systems, it's like they come home, they've been energy vampired all damn day, because my children are highly empathic, as I am, and they're absorbing all of this toxicity and this energy, and then they got to release it, and they got to release it out into me, because they don't know how else to. To me, it's like cries for help, and I've got to alchemize, and I got to pull it out of them and give my light back to them. And then by the end of the night, I'm like, oh my Lord, like, I have had to pour so much love and energy into my children, and it was just like coming at me in all angles, right? So anyways, like, but at the same time, I'm like, they're star children though. Are they doing their mission? Are they going, you know, putting the love and light out there? But it's just crazy. Like, I want to talk about one thing, like, that just drives me crazy. Is rainbow children are so unique and different, and the school systems don't want to embrace that. It's like, I'll never forget when my daughter came home one day. It was like 3rd or 4th grade, and she had colored a beautiful picture of Santa Claus, and they were, the assignment was to color them in the correct colors, right? Well, my daughter's, you know, rainbow child, so, you know, she came home in this picture all in tears, all upset. She had gotten like a D on it. really, you're grading coloring, you're grading art. Anyways, that upset me. But no, why she got it wrong is because she didn't color Santa the way he was supposed to be colored. She rainbow colored him. And he was the most beautiful Santa ever, and he was in all different colors because she's all of love and light and everything. She wants to add color, to just sprinkle color and make everything just magical and unique and different. And instead of embracing that, like me as a teacher, oh, I mean, I know I'm a source, but to me, you couldn't see this as like, wow, you have a different perspective. You're unique. You know what I mean? Like, really? Oh, it's one of these things, like, I had to do everything I could to hold myself back to not go down to that school, right? This is one of those things, like, yeah, and so, but at the same time, it's like, I put my children back, because then they get mad at me, and they're like, well, you're not raising me as a normal child. I'm like, well, you're not normal, but they don't understand that. But then I want them to have the social interaction and be around children, so we go back and forth with pulling them out and putting them in, and then they go back, and it's boring for them too because they learn at such high levels. And I don't know why I'm talking. I guess schooling is on my mind because I literally have social workers just show up at my door, because it's like I started to enroll my kids and they were like half in, half out, and they're really wanting them to go back in, but then I'm, you know, like, it's a lot anyway. So okay. Anyways, they absorb a lot of what they're around, and school system can be so dark. I guess this is going to be a message for somebody, right? That for some of you, your children, they're just literally, you know, they're absorbing a lot of this dark, dense energy. And for a lot of you, it's like they need your love. And a lot of times children don't know how to come out and tell you, look, I've had a bad day. I want to talk about it. I want to what? They just embody those energies, and then they act them out. Because like I said, my platform is for the chosen. So for a lot of you, you know, you have star children too. So they learn in different ways. They absorb energies in different ways, right? Okay. Wow, that was a lot with just one card. I can go really, really deep with these cards. 2212, picking up a lot on the twos. All right. Let's see. Let's get some other energies, right? So there's a lot of things where you're starting to realize, you know, for some of you, maybe this is going to be where you're just like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Like, my children are not the same. Like, I'm going to pull them out of school. Because you can pull them out at any time. You can say, you know, that you're schooling your children. You don't have to show proof of nothing. You don't have to provide certain curriculum. You don't let the matrix fool you. You can train your children however you want. It's the system, and it makes you feel as though you have to conform them to the 3D matrix, and you have to teach them just like no. If this world hasn't seen anything by now, that you can't take us all and feed us all the same things and make us all and conform to this slavery, this enslavement of this planet, that this workforce. No, everybody's unique and different and learns in different capacities in different ways. It's why the matrix is corrupt and is falling apart. So anyways, yeah, more uniqueness, the better, right? That's why you gotta, these children, they're calling us prodigies, right? Really just them reclaiming their power, that, you know, these young children that can make so much money with just electronic device, right? That are breaking the matrix out. These star children that are so talented, right? Using their abilities now that they don't have people making them feel as though that their unique abilities and gifts aren't going to be a benefit to this world. No, no, no. So for a lot of you, yeah, you need to pull your children out of school, right? Or let them go, but limit it, right? Work with them. Just like I don't punish my children if they don't pass a test. I don't... No. Go and have fun is what I tell them. Have fun while you're there, right? They're teaching about this world, but have fun and see about the involvement and getting out. You know, as long as you're trying to do the work, you're being respectful of the teachers and things like that. That's all I care about. And even some are just like, what? You don't care about the grades? You don't care about all this? Oh my goodness. I'm going to stop with the school stuff. All right. So creative solutions. Think outside the box. View things from a higher perspective. And that's what you could be doing at this time. So for some of you, you could be realizing that at certain environments, at certain situations and things like that are messing with you or your children or your family. pool of Christ light. Look at this. Open your heart and spread unconditional love. Higher levels of consciousness are definitely coming in. This golden energy is so beautiful. Can't you just feel it with the card there? How beautiful this is. This beautiful energy is coming in. Higher levels of love are being created. Shower of blessings. Open yourself to receive and pay it forward. For a lot of you, you hold your own blessings by saying things like you're not worthy of it, you don't deserve it, or you're just having trouble receiving, because for a lot of you, this world gets you into that masculine energy where you feel like you ought to be a fighter, right? And defend yourself, that sometimes it's hard to receive love. Look at this rose gold cosmic pool. Wow. Look at them all have activated. And then this one, Mahatma energy. Build your light body and accelerate your ascension. So for a lot of you, you're going through a major ascension lift, like aligning you with like your golden timeline. Oh my gosh. All of these cards are so colorful and beautiful. Not all of them are all gold colored cards, but look at this. If you can see that a major transformation is coming in, look at all of that gold. Can you just see it glowing? Gold. This beautiful energy, like you are bringing in this energy. Well, you're integrating it. I really feel that this Equinox is bringing it in. It's integrating. See, cosmic pearl, expand your psychic gifts, open the gate to the angelic realm, manifest your dreams. See, these are just colorful here on the bottom, right? They're not all that golden energy. But this is what's going on. Wow, very powerful. All right, I'm going to keep this just with Ascension as an Ascension reading because I pulled the two most powerful decks that I have for that. Look for the signs. Some of you could be seeing rainbows. I know I just seen a double rainbow the other day. Ooh, there's a wooden horse here too, a wooden unicorn. I just seen a wooden in the Four of Swords in this beautiful deck that I was doing with my daughter. I got this for her for Christmas, and I never got to see her use it because I just got her home to me. And so I did a very, very beautiful reading last night with it. I'm going to be doing another one with it later today with the two decks, and this was a deck I was holding on to her that I had. This is very beautiful. Witchling Academy. Isn't that funny about the school, right? Because it's definitely in alignment with like how school really should be, teaching our children about all the powers and gifts that they really have. 10 of Pentacles and how to use them, and teaching them about the magic. I keep forgetting I move my camera around. Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Pentacles. Highest timeline. Wow, this is what's coming in. So I'm going to be doing some tarot readings. Look, Star card, wish fulfillment. The universe is bringing this in. Because see, when you're filled with this beautiful love and energy, it's what's going to integrate, right? So this is very beautiful, but because I'm at 30 minutes, I'm going to close this one out. So I'm going to be doing some tarot readings off this beautiful energy that I feel. You should definitely take a look at that. If you're watching this, you'll probably find more of my readings down next to this one in my channel, right? But if you're catching this one right after I upload and it's not there, it's going to be coming. Definitely subscribe to the channel. I love all my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Like the videos, claim the energy, check out my description box to find out more if you would like to donate and do an energy exchange with me. You definitely can. I got a Cash App below, but even just liking videos, commenting, emojis, all of that does a donation as well, as it helps send some of your energy my way to help spread it out into the collective. And know everything that you put out comes back to you multiplied. Know that. So, all right, love and light to all of you. Bye.